Hi everyone, Mature Simmer here. So looking at the jobs again, we've got 44 euros, 44 cents in euros. I don't know if that's accurate, if they're called cents in euros. I'm not sure what else they're called, so I'll call them that. If someone corrects me in the chat, maybe then I'll start calling them something else. But basically I'm going to take this route with tableware, which basically goes reverse, at least city-wise, from Felixstowe to Amsterdam. But because it's got fragile cargo, that will actually give us some additional experience. Alright, so we're on a Mercedes-Benz. Obviously we're in the UK, so we've got the wheel over on this side. Just, again, learning the trucks a little bit, seeing what I might like. That's consumption, so that's not going to tell me much, but... And then we've got just a standard dry van trailer, so nothing too elaborate here. But we'll head out of SFT here, which clearly is the same place we delivered to. It's definitely tricky to get used to because it makes me feel like that I don't have my camera centered properly just because of the perspective I've got sitting on the right side of the car or the truck. So, but in any event, not sure what that was set as. There we go, 35.
Turn right.
Oh, okay. So it's going to take us a slightly different way, I guess. I don't know if this is one way or not, so I'm going to
get ready to turn right.
Stay over to that
Turn
side,
right.
just in case. It looks like it is, given the sign that says give way. Whoops. Let me make sure I'm not ending up in the wrong location again. Or wrong lane. Alright, and then we'll head around. Should be the first exit, or only exit. So that's probably why it's not telling me anything. And then we'll be heading toward the ferry to get over there. So let's see, what is my... Oh, my speed limit's way up there, so I can move along, but obviously we don't have quite the same distance to go. So yeah, some of this looks like just... I'm not sure that we would have been able to get here as cleanly in the other direction. I'm curious how we get that little diamond or partial diamond discovered. Even though we've got 3-4 vehicles here, I'm going to wait. Otherwise, I'm thinking again, I need to exit immediately here. I'm just following where I had gone. It's not yelling at me so far, so I think I'm okay, but I'm obviously assuming I need to go back to the ferry and cross the channel again. So, what have we got? Late afternoon, almost really late evening. Or no, I guess this is morning. Never mind, I keep forgetting it's a 24-hour clock, so It's 4:52 a.m. on Tuesday. We're obviously going to spend some time on the ferry. If I recall, it was a 6.5 hour journey over the channel, so we'll definitely be able to get some rest there. And then we'll continue on, but once again, the benefit will be, because we're hauling fragile cargo,
and then turn left.
that we are going to then get a better reward. And at this point, I'm trying to get myself to the point where I can get a bank loan, and hopefully get a bank loan that will work correctly. Or work correctly, will allow us to get a truck is what I mean. I will exit now once I am allowed to go with the indicator lamp. So Colchester and Harwich. Another very loud type of turn signal. Goodness, it is. Well, I guess I wasn't fast enough to lock in the GPS. Alright, stop. Usually I'm not too bothered by the turn signal, but this one was getting to me, that's for certain. So yes, I didn't look specifically at the distance for this. It does look like, once again, we've got under the odometer a trip, the trip odometer. So I think we're at 38 kilometers finally, because we just really weren't able to move along. I don't know. Yeah, I think the fastest we can go is 90. So I don't recall the town name for where the ferry is, or if it's a name or just going to tell us it's the ferry port. But yeah, then if this is accurate, we're basically looking at 270 some kilometers, I think, so upper 200s.
And then turn left.
Alright. So definitely backtracking, similar to where we were. So it looks like Colchester is where we're exiting, but I think that's just to continue on, and then we likely have to go around this turn, or this roundabout, all the way. Or no, I'd be able to go immediately where he's going.
Exit now.
So yeah, Harwich and Clacton. So this gets us onto another freeway. Just those turns are obviously pretty shallow, because it's not enough to turn the turn signal off. I haven't been signaling to get on. Still, it's a challenge for me to drive per the English system, because obviously that's not what I'm accustomed to. Looks like we're gonna merge, so let's signal, head on over. I forget, I guess it was a bit of a roundabout way to get back to, or to get from the ferry, but I think we're getting close here. Let me slow down a bit, because we've got some sharp turns there. I thought it said 50, but it's telling us we can go 80. But I'm not sure if that's accurate or not, because that sign did say 50, and this truck is obviously not flying along. Yeah, I was a little confused, like, is it a 2-lane, one-way direction? But it's not, so luckily I wasn't going down that side of the road and causing myself a problem.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
So I just need to be careful of those cars in the center, because they may be wanting to peel off. have to go all the way
Exit now.
here. Alright. And there is the ferry. So, speed cameras, so I better pay attention. 48. I think that yellow box is the speed camera. But I've got a 48-kilometer limit.
Keep right, and then turn right.
That car is not going to let me go. Oh boy. Well, we'll see if we make it.
Turn right.
It's a long line of cars. Well, luckily we did. Is the ferry here, or are we going to be waiting for it? I'm not sure I can tell yet. So, I'm assuming I turn left here.
Finding a new route.
Oh, did I need to?
Get ready to turn right.
Alright,
Turn right.
well, I'm going to make a U-turn here is what I'm going to do. And hopefully that won't cause me too much pain. Because yes, I think I was supposed to have entered where I was. And, oh boy. Is there a sign there? I think there is. So that didn't work out quite the way I had wanted. I'm not sure. I didn't realize there was a sign there. I'm thinking we're going to end up, hitting somebody. Somehow we didn't get a penalty, so I appreciate that. But yes, I think I should have turned in here, and that's what I had not done appropriately. Not sure if they're going to give me the right of way. Nope. And why should they? I mean, I am waiting to turn, and I should be waiting to turn. There we go. A few folks chatting away.
Never mind. I'll find a new route. Rerouting.
Am I, like, totally somehow in the wrong place? I don't understand. I am not. So, I'm going to Europort in case there's any question.
Okay, let's find a new route.
Confused why this seems to be confused.
Finding a new route.
But
Please make a U-turn
in
when
any
rerouting.
event, I will go here, and maybe it just doesn't, the GPS doesn't know how to deal with the ferries.
Recomputing. Never mind. I'll find a new route.
Alright, late afternoon. I'll go ahead and go this way just so that we discover this segment of road, because otherwise
Okay,
we won't.
Let's find a new route.
But
Turn right.
always good to have that accomplished, just for thoroughness. But at this point, we're at 120 kilometers roughly. So I believe that yellow diamond means we should be cautious.
Get ready to turn left.
Alright, so now
Turn left.
we are on what I would say is the right side of the road. The correct side, per what I'm accustomed to. He's slowing down. I'm not sure. Oh boy. Because again, the problem ends up being I don't know that I can turn in a way that I don't clip him. Alright, luckily we could. I would rather they go by. I don't know why they wait. But then at this point we need to get to Amsterdam. And once we do that, we'll obviously deliver. I think we're going to Netto. Is where our delivery is.
Keep right, and then turn right.
And the biggest difference is, here with
Turn right.
the no turn on red. That's not something you can do here, so you've got to wait for the light cycle, and obviously, normally in the US, I'd be able to continue on here and be able to have been on my way. Now
Keep
we're
left, and then turn left.
stuck again. All right. So we'll turn left across the way.
Turn left.
So Rotterdam and Spijkenisse. I don't know. Maybe I'm totally wrong, or maybe I just got lucky and said it right. But I will say I got lucky because if I did get it right, because I certainly don't know how to say it. So please don't suddenly think I can speak Dutch or something. That would be incorrect in a big way. Alright, so 85 is what I can be set to. What is on the side of the road? Oh, little sprigs of grass. I wasn't sure what I was seeing there. Must be one of those power windmills turning above me. I think that's what that light little shadow was. So, Paris. But I don't know if
Keep
we'll...
right,
There.
and then
Okay.
exit right.
It's going to be my question, because it looks like we came in from a segment
Exit
there.
right.
Alright, it's telling me to exit. I will follow her directions. Because last time when I didn't, I got in trouble. Because again, we are on Pro Mods, but the Pro Mods maps are usually pretty good for what is actually happening and what we need to do. Alright, well, we'll definitely be up to speed quickly, given that we're going downhill. I guess I can be over to the right, because I don't need to be over to the left. I'm in my British mode now, since I started that way. So it is a little bit of a challenge. And I forget there's some other countries in the Middle East that I've run into that also were driving on the opposite side. And I'm thinking that's because they were formerly British colonies or commonwealths or whatever they were. So that was what was driving some of that. I'm having difficulty kind of positioning myself properly in the lane. I don't know why. I think, again, all I can run it to is being seated and driving from the right side is definitely, I think, my perspective is off. It feels like I should be farther away from the line. Let me make sure I'm not going too fast, because there was a camera icon. I think we're okay. Whoops. I was worried about my speed and almost ran off the road there. So we'll be heading along here by the airport. We're at what, over 200 kilometers now. Alright, looks like we can speed up again, so I will certainly take advantage of that opportunity. Badhoevedorp. I don't know why I'm trying to say them, just so that I can share where I'm at. Alright, Amsterdam straight on, that makes sense. So that is a good thing. And then we'll be able to tell what is occurring, hopefully relatively quickly, but perhaps not.
Keep right, and then exit right.
Keep right, and then exit right.
Exit right.
Whoops. So, heading over. Seems to me the guardrail's on the wrong side, but I would think these maps are a little better, so they probably know better than I do what is common. Right, we see our flag there, so not too terribly far. I'll move over to the right, because at some point we'll have to turn. But yes, we're going to another shipper. There's the Netto building, and that is where we're going, so just need to, I think, get to the street, which gets us into town.
Keep right, and then turn right.
I just want to make sure the lights caught my attention, but I didn't honestly know how fast I was going, but I was good. Whoops. A little too much occurring there.
Turn right.
Now we're going to have to wait again. I need to be able to see that light a bit, so pull up some. Alright, so now we're good. Just hard to see with those large mirrors. I don't really have the perspective I would like.
Right. Turn right.
Alright, I'm going to stop here so I can see the light but not be too close. There we go. They went, but that was okay. They had enough clearance to do that. And then, alright, so we're a little bit down the block here. But yeah, so maybe not even 250 kilometers. It's going to be pretty short here. So I turn right here.
Turn right.
Yep. Alright. And again, don't know where I'm going to be parking, so I just need to be observant. Alright, there we go. Looks like we can just kind of circle around here. Let me just make sure it's... Alright, it's a little less clear than I thought, but this is an interesting one. I'm thinking we might get just a super easy parking. There's nothing in our way. So yeah, I'm thinking we're gonna be told this was simple. Because to some degree it is. I mean, other than having to turn the truck around. But definitely some parking that we can do. Gotta remember that those can turn much faster than I'm used to with ATS. Alright, so I think we're lined up. Yeah, a little interesting on that truck. I see that back corner by the wheel wells. I'm thinking that's kind of not really the way they'd like that to look. It looks like just a poor skin for the trailer. But that's alright. Alright, here we are. Let's see what we've got. Alright, 244. Fragile cargo, so we got some additional XP. 400 XP gets us to level 3. Level 3 is then 2,000 originally, or actually level 4 is 2,000, so it's about 300 earlier than typical game. So I'm going to go ahead and add myself to the high value. Apply that skill point. Replace the upgrades. Nothing unlocked about the bank. We still can't get to that, so that didn't get us there. But anyway, another delivery behind us, and I will see you next time.